play Marth. They don't play anybody else. It's all about that Marth.
So overall, the Moon plays Swedish Delight a lot, and he's taken Shroom to a lot of close sets, and I think he's won a set.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he's incredibly strong at this. The Darkatma, he's kind of taken a step back. He's been doing other stuff that he's been busy with. I think he's doing his masters, so hasn't been playing as much. He plays with the Berkeley crew, but overall, Darkatma used to move like really fast for his time. The one weakness he has is that he sometimes goes for too many technical things when he doesn't need to. As Sheik, you want to keep it simple in many instances. But right now, he has an early lead. The Moon, I would like to say, is that he will forego the Moon in a lot of the early parts of the set. He experiments a lot, so he's going to take a lot of early damage to try to figure you out. So he takes a little bit of risk so that he can gain information. Right now, so they're kind of feeling each other out. The Moon's going like, okay, after I down tilt, after I run towards you, what are you doing? What's your immediate response? And so he's going to keep that in mind in the future. Like, so the next time he may not commit to the down tilt, and he'll run at you, see that you roll, and then just grab you. So that's the one thing that's really interesting about the Moon.
For those people who might not be familiar with Darkatma because of that inactivity period, can you tell a little bit about his background?
He was in the Midwest / NorCal, like was a really strong player, probably like top 50-ish in his heyday, like really good, really solid, really quick. Yeah, but now he's slowed down a bit. A lot of people have caught up, but I think the time he spent in St. Louis really kind of hindered him as a player.
Yes.
But he spent a lot of times as a teacher more than a player.
Building that scene out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's waiting for something.
Yeah.
So sometimes the weakness of the Moon's playstyle, sometimes what you're looking for may not come out, and in doing so, you gave your opponent a little bit of a relief.
And also time to like kind of set up their own trap.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like Atma was trying to trap him there.
Yeah. So sometimes that's a relinquishing thing. So the Moon style relies on like setting good positioning and waiting and then making them panic. But if their opponent doesn't panic or they're experienced, like you don't get the opportunity anymore.
Yes, precisely. Oh, nice jab after that Sheik rest.
See that near in place? He read the roll, covered it. A little bit. So sometimes the Moon's hitboxes look a little wonky. You're like, why is he throwing out hitboxes there? It's because he's prematurely reading something.
Yes, exactly.
So he goes back because he thought Sheik was going to roll, and then he was going to go for a tipper. So like he has these little steps. But now he realizes Darkatma's not going to roll, so he reads the tech in place. So like all these, once you kind of study like what the Moon's looking for, like it all makes sense.
It's like constant adaptation, constant adjustment.
So Darkatma rolling a lot, and the Moon's looking to punish it at like every given moment in neutral. Like he'll go in, say, okay, you're scared, and you're going to roll here.
Do you feel that Marth, people sleep on Marth's ability to like expose player habits with his toolkits? Like, I feel like Marth has a lot of traps that really work if you have a great understanding of what your opponent is about to, really do, or your ability to read your opponent.
Yeah.
More so, like not more so than Sheik, but on that kind of similar plane. Whereas most people don't really talk about it with Marth as often as they do with Sheik.
I think with Marth overall, like your movement and the way you threaten is just enough to cover so many things. And if you understand like the 2 to 3 options your opponent uses, they tend to position themselves prematurely.
Yes.
So it's like subtle, like it's not like a blatant let's cover this like one option always, but it's like let's cover the 2 to 3 options the best they can with their movement. Ooh, this is really dangerous for Darkatma.
Wow, and he was ahead most of this game. It looks like he will not win.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
The Moon agrees as he shakes his head.
Oh, I think Darkatma there was looking for an up tilt, so that's why he tried to tech for it. Moon going for a forward smash, so not reacting as quickly as he could because the up tilt and the forward smash have completely different animations.
Yeah, and even if I'm gonna land right in front of Marth, I'd rather land there than on the platform where you're gonna get guaranteed tipper. Slice.
Yeah. So if I'm a betting man, which I am, I would say like, ooh, these are a little tricky stuff that Darkatma's doing. So Moon's not expecting these little like movement extra hitboxes so far. He's looking a little trick. But as over time, I think the Moon's going to be able to extend his lead as he's kind of figured out what Darkatma looks for in neutral game.
Yeah, I mean, well, like you were saying, his style where he's looking for something, he's adjusting, he's looking for something, he's adjusting, that lends itself to the longer set.
Ooh, that was so cool. Moon nodding his head going, yeah, you got me.
That was cool, I admit.
So that's where like the technical tricks come in. Like Darkatma used to love like doing these little movement tricks back in the day. Still really good at it. There's a lot of things that he does that other Sheiks don't.
And turnaround up tilt was good there too because, like you were saying, he's covering a lot of options as well as jumping to the platform. Ooh, this could be an early one for the Moon.
Just gets the side B and he'll get the cloud.
Man, the cloud plays an ugly role in that one.
The one thing that's preventing the Moon from blowing this wide open is that Darkatma is moving pretty well. He's not like just saying, I'm scared of Marth, I'm just going to stop moving.
Yeah.
And so like Moon not opening him up as much as we thought, or at least what I thought.
He's not showing a lot of panic either. He seems to be very composed, even when he's like very far on the edge here.
Yeah. That's what he was looking for last game, didn't get the tech.
Oh, he's out there. I don't think he has a jump. Nope.
Oh, just runs into the nair.
Not enough, however. Oh, Randall back into play here.
He knew that was coming, recognized the timer, and gets rewarded with the kill.
Wow.
That's for game sense, and knowing the little things like Randall's cloud timer ends up helping you. Oh, that needle prevented that up tilt. A little bit of a delay when your hitbox is...
How does that mechanic work?
It's like needles are like kind of like a Shy Guy. Like it's like a hitbox you hit, so it will delay you. Oh.
Does it extend at all or just delay?
I think it delays it.
Okay. I know with Shy Guys, you get that effect almost as if you hit another character where it kind of stretches the hitbox a little bit.
It may actually, I'm not sure. I don't think it does. I could be wrong. Practical TAS, please help me out.
I was depending on you, Tafo, to come through with the stats. Oh, wow, the Moon. Oh, that was so close to being a straight-up Stola.
What's a Stola?
That's like when you steal off on somebody.
Okay.
When you stole it.
Gotta learn the vernacular of other regions.
I was trying to implement some NY into the commentary.
I only know like ramen noodles and drink your DJs. So I'm a little
I
bit
feel like the entire community is just saturated with NY talk right now, with the not safe my guys, the my guys, the my the my son.
Schleish.
People are starting to say my son, which is a Long Island thing.
Yeah.
The Schleish thing is, and D1 going over to West Coast and spreading that like New York influence around isn't helping matters at all with that.
So we go to Stadium, which I think like a lot of stages are okay for both. I don't see there being heavy counter picks. I mean, there's certain stages that are... I feel like this is like matchup stages are just a matter of preference and playstyle. I think Sheik does okay like on most stages. Doesn't get the tech there.
You think that the ban was FD?
May have. So he won on Yoshi's, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Probably FD, because I imagine based on the small stage phenomena, like I don't.
And based on the stage that was picked.
Yeah, Darkatma probably wouldn't have minded FOD.
Right.
Ooh, Darkatma not punishing these laggy moves from the Moon at all. He's just kind of staying tentative. I love these slide-off backers. It's throwing off the Moon, too.
It's unfortunate he got the soft serve, not the full hitbox.
Even then, at like 104, I don't think it would have killed. He would have gone a better position for an edge guard, though.
Yeah, he certainly don't want to be the Marth that got hit with the hard bear at 80 off stage.
Yeah.
Misses that needle there.
Ooh, he had all the time in the world.
He did.
Moon could have potentially lived with a tech.
I feel like Sheik players are extra spiteful on their up B lag time punishes because they're like, yeah, this is my turn to punish somebody else's up B lag, you know?
But even then, it's like when you get that forward air, it's like Marth text, it's like, oh, like I missed. Moon having a lot of control here. The early lead definitely helps for Marth to play a little bit more risky and carefree. But can't be too careless. I feel like a lot of comebacks come against Marth out of all characters.
Well, it's just like... Just like that, Darkatma is very much in this game.
We should call him Darkatma after shitting all those needles. Ooh, but he's stuck on the platform. Moon adding like 50 damage. Avoiding the needles too. Really good spacing. Oh, he jumped. Such a huge risk.
I mean, both these guys, the Moon, I feel, is, even for a Marth player, somebody who likes to take risks.
They're both flubbing a lot. Like, next to each other, it's like, I don't want this opening, I'll give it to you. And then, like, the other person's like, what? You're really going to do that? And they mess up.
Even the finest Italian restaurant still serves spaghetti with meatballs. Anybody is capable, as they say. It happens to the best of us.
This has just been such a wonky like
set. The momentum's been like all over the
they're
place.
like both like messing up so
Yeah.
much, but they're also not punishing each other either. It's like I don't know what this even is. Is it like
this
first
is fine Italian dining, my friend. This is two guys that are really good, flubbing a lot. This is very expensive spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to say. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, punish each other already.
It's that pasta primavera.
It's like when you assume that your opponent's good and like they're gonna do the right option. So when they do something extremely laggy, you're just like, wait, what?
And then you also do something extremely laggy as a result of like you reacting to their.
So like Darkatma, I feel like could have added like 80 damage with all the mistakes that the Moon did, and the Moon could have easily killed Darkatma on several occasions.
Bro was saying that last time I was commentating with him. He was saying that like sometimes when a top player or somebody high level does something like that next to you, you don't punish because you're just like it can't be that easy.
Yeah. I like how Darkatma's still moving but gets baited.
Very important stock here.
Oh, he misses the follow-up dash attack, and now he gets punished.
Gets out of there. Wants no part of that up tilt.
But stuck on the platform.
Ooh,
Oh, no
jump. He has a jump.
Dead.
He's so done. That is the game. Wow. Very competitive set. Ends in a flash.
Anticlimactic.
A little bit. After that whole, like, I thought we were going to see at least another 2 minutes of them just missing L cancels and swinging at each other.
My hair's a mess.
These headsets, man, I'm telling you, like, you started off, your hair was